Hello, hello, everyone. Let me just make sure you can see me. Oops, I went to the wrong thing. Yay, you can see me. Oh, I wonder if I should share this. I'll share this. I'll just put it to YouTube and then I'll share it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's day 5 of our Wonder Woman Mindset training. There was a long break between day 4 and day 5. And hi. Let me go into the comments and make sure I can see who's coming. Hi, Anna. So there was a long break between day 4 and day 5 of our mindset training. I've been going through some personal things, and it all got overwhelming. And so I had to take care of myself and my mindset, because I was like, I can't come on here and talk to you guys and talk about having a strong mindset when I'm crying every day and just trying to escape from reality. And it's nothing with business. It's just personal things and family things, and it just all piled up on each other. And then, so I had to take a step back, and I couldn't train on mindset when I was in such a bad state myself, because that's totally fake, and I never want to be fake. I want to be authentic and real. And so I had to take a break, and so I did, and I'm back and I'm feeling better. And I'm going to talk to you about ways that you can sharpen your sword and take care of yourself, because we all go through things. We all go through personal things, traumatic things, family things, life in general. And I'm going to give you my advice on how to get through those difficult times by sharpening your sword, taking care of your mindset, taking care of yourself, so that you could be your own Wonder Woman. So if you're watching, say hi. If you're watching live, say hi. If you're catching the replays, comment #replay. I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to go to module 5. So, and before I do that, let me go back. My name is Kristen Groskebauer. Oh, you know what? I can do that at the same time. My name is Kristen Groskebauer, and I have been in direct sales for over 10 years. I'd probably say 13 years by now. And I struggled a lot in direct sales, and I didn't really understand what it took to be successful in direct sales until I started learning about mindset, and really learning how to have a thick skin and that determination to not quit and to not give up. And so that's where this training came from. You know, a couple years back, I almost gave up in direct sales, and I said, all right, I'm just going to focus on me and start working on my mindset. And I talked to people and researched and had a mentor. And so put everything I learned into this 5-day module mindset. And now we're going to talk about the specific things to do to help keep your mindset strong as you go forth through your life as a, entrepreneur, and to build that thick skin, to have that protection from the voices in your head telling you to quit, and to ignore those voices and to keep going. So this is module 5, how to sharpen your sword. And remember, we've learned that your sword is your mindset, and we've got to constantly be sharpening it so that we can rely on our mindset. We can rely on our swords to get us through the battles, to get us through the tough times. And I've recently gone through battles and tough times, so this is what I do to sharpen my sword. So your mindset is your sword. It must be sharpened daily so you can rely on it to help you fight your battles. Step 1, don't ignore your shadow. We learned our shadow is that little voice that says, don't do that thing, it's too scary, or you can't do this because you're not good enough because, and then all the excuses we tell ourselves. Or, you had this bad thing happen to you in the past. You had people tell you you're never good enough. You've had people tell you close to you that you respect and that you love that you're not a salesperson, or that you're never going to be successful, and that you don't have this and you don't have that, and blah, blah, blah. That happens to all of us, where everyone tells us you can't do this thing because. Don't ignore it. Accept that the people have told you that, but don't believe it. People that are close to us tell us these things because they don't want to see us fail. They don't want to see us get hurt. And I myself had family members tell me, you're not good in sales. I've had people tell me really close to me in my close circle, you're not a good salesperson. You're never going to make it. It's just a scam, blah, blah, blah. And I'm so glad I didn't listen to them. I'm so glad that I kept going and kept trying, because I did become successful in my entrepreneurship. I did become successful as a director with my current company. And I'm so glad I never listened to the people closest to me who told me I would fail. Even though I did fail, I got myself back up and kept trying. So accept that these things have happened to you. Don't ignore them. Kind of like bless and release. We hear that a lot for people, like bless and release. I tell that a lot on my team too. Sometimes we can answer questions and give people all the information about our company, and then they go and join someone else, or they go and purchase something from someone else. You just have to bless and release. It's just part of the business, and it happens. And it'll continue to happen. It's not going to stop. So you really have to have that thick skin. You got to sharpen your sword, and you got to bless and release. Step 2, don't judge yourself. The experiences that you've had in your past that have shaped you to become the person you are today, they're a part of you, but they don't have to have power over you. So your shadow or your past is a part of you, but you don't have to let it have power over you. So yeah, maybe in the past you did fail a lot in your direct sales companies. I failed in all of my direct sales companies before the one that I'm with right now. I failed with all of them. And even though that was my story, is try this company, fail, try that company, fail, try that company, fail, try a new company, fail, do this thing, fail. I knew that was a part of my story, but I didn't let it have power over me. I didn't let it stop me from continuing forward. I didn't let it stop me from taking that next step towards my dream. I kept picking myself back up, sharpening my sword, and kept fighting for the goals and dreams that I wanted to achieve. Step 3, practice self-care and make it a part of your weekly, monthly routine. So self-care, what is that? Taking bubble baths. I like to take bubble baths. And so when I'm feeling overwhelmed and when life gets really hard and I feel that I'm not in a good place mentally, I'll go take a time out. I'll take my own time out and I'll go take a bubble bath and put on my earphones, listen to some calming music or some guided meditations, and I'll just veg out and check out and sit in that nice warm water with my bubble bath and my essential oils and my bath bombs, and I'll just relax and just release. Bless and release. I'll bless myself and release the things that I cannot control. Because usually I find the things that we stress out about or that we stress out about are things that we can't control. And sometimes we have to accept that we can't control everything and we just have to let it go. And for me, that's what I had to do. There was a situation that happened to me and I had no control over it. I couldn't make situations happen the way I wanted them to happen. And so I just had to bless and release. I had to let it go and accept that I don't have control over it and focus on things that I do have control over. And what I did have control over was taking a bath. So that's what I did. Got my wine, took a bath, and relaxed. You can listen to guided meditations. There's an app. Oh, thank you, Molly, for watching, spending time with me. There's an app on my phone. See if I can find it. And I love I love listening to it because it has a lot of good guided meditations. It's called the Insight Timer. Let me see if I can Insight timer. I know I'll post a link for it. You probably can see it. Let me go back. Insight timer, you see that right there? The second app right next to BJ's. Yeah, right next to the BJ's app. Insight timer. That is the app I use to listen to guided meditations. It's free, so that's awesome. And there's tons of guided meditations on there. I like the ones with music, and I just close my eyes and I listen to them. I'm not great at meditating, but it does help calm and relax me. Another good thing you could do is listening to podcasts. You can listen to audiobooks. You can color. Where's those? You could buy those coloring books where just the act of you coloring is releasing things. You can journal. Journal is going to help release things. Just if you can't get your emotions out verbally, get them out on a piece of paper. And that's an action of releasing. If you can't get them out verbally, if you can't find the words to say what you want to say, get it out on a piece of paper. I find that I'm always better at articulating my thoughts and my message via paper, pen and paper, than me trying to say it verbally with my mouth sometimes. Because sometimes our throat chakras can get blocked. And that's a whole nother thing. I have a whole nother training just on chakras that I'm going to be working on doing next, just about chakras, which is very fascinating. I love talking about chakras. So that'll be our next training. Hopefully I can get that done by next month. But yes, sometimes our throat chakra can get blocked. And so when that happens, pen and paper to write out your thoughts. So those are just a couple things that I do to take care of myself. Again, first I accept the things about me that maybe I don't like. I just accept them, but I don't let them have power over me. I don't judge myself because of that. Things happen to us. We have life experiences that make us the way we are. Like I have anxiety. It's just what I have, and I learned to cope with it, and I learned to overcome it by taking care of myself in a weekly, monthly routine. So, and I think a lot of us have anxiety. Maybe we call it other things, or call it stress, or call it being worried, or other things that we call it. But I've realized over these, especially since my mom passed away, I've made connections where I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I do have anxiety. Oh, I do like to have control over situations. Oh, okay, that does make me like, it's just things happen to us, but we don't have to let them have power over us. That's the most important message. Things happen to us, but we don't have to let those negative things have power over us. And to overcome those negative things, we have to take care of ourselves, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So find something that you like to do that takes the stress away, that takes the anxiety away. Bless and release. Bless yourself and release the things that you can't control anymore. Bless yourself by taking care of yourself, by practicing self-care, and release the things that you can't control. So the next page here is declare your Wonder Woman mantra below. You're going to go back to page 13 where you made your Wonder Woman mantra, and you're going to put it right here in this little box. And then you're going to write down the actions that you will take for the first steps into the unknown to be your own Wonder Woman. So I know there's something that has been calling you to do something greater for yourself. We all have those callings. We all have those things. We're like, I want to do this thing. I feel called to do this thing, or I feel interested about something, or that looks intriguing. I wonder what it would be like to do that. Have you ever had those thoughts? I wonder what it would be like if I did this. I wonder what it would be like if I took that route, if I went that direction. So I want you to write down the first steps you will take, the tools that you have right now that you can take towards that direction, towards that unknown, towards that thing that's calling you to be greater. Write those first steps, write the tools that you have right now that you can take towards that greatness that is calling you. So I hope this was helpful for everyone. Always remember to be fearless in the pursuit of your dreams, and so that you can be your own Wonder Woman. I am going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I have to go pick up my kiddos from school. They have 2 days of school left, and then it's summer break. And then we start T-ball, and we have some summer vacations planned. And so it's going to be a great summer. I'm excited to enjoy the sun and get some vitamin D, because the sun, getting outside, is also part of self-care. The sun gives us vitamin D, and vitamin D makes us happier. So if you're struggling with feeling happy, get outside and go put on some sunblock, get outside and go enjoy the sun. Go stand in the light. Have a great day, everyone. And stay tuned for our next training, which will be all about chakras. And I'll be posting little teasers and stuff about chakras until I get that training ready to go. Just a couple of more tweaks I need to do. But have a great day, and always be your own Wonder Woman. Bye.